Hello everyone. Well, I did it again. Woke up with a certain understanding of something. Who knows what it was now? Because this is what I do. I'll wake up and have a scripture that comes to me, and you wake up with the thought. And then I'll get up to study. I'll make my coffee. I don't write things down. I need to begin to just start writing it and slowly putting it out. But then because the last couple of days I've been studying up on some things, and for so long I read the book with the carnal understanding still in me. Now reading it in the Greek and without all this false that I carried so long. There's things I'm reading for the first time, and I know I've said that before. So, I get up, and then as I'm reading, so many more things come. And then it's like, what was it that I came this morning? And, I know that sounds terrible to some that I don't, but I know it's stored up in me. So what I'm going to do right now is just put forth some of the understanding that I hold, and that's all I can do is just begin to put it out. So I'm not sure what I'm going to say here. I'm just going to take a few things. For one, the testimony was given that you need not man to teach you. That he that anointed you and give you of his Spirit will teach you all things. And that was the whole point. Because man lie. The whole point is to learn to trust God, to trust the Spirit. Where can you turn for truth? But only to the Spirit. And when you receive the truth from the Spirit, you understand and you know it. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. And I say this because, there's people out there searching. And they're gathering to themselves many teachers on YouTube. I've seen some of these teachers that have thousands of subscribers. The whole point of holding the testimony is you need not all these teachers. You have the one teacher, the only one that you can trust. That's the point of why Jesus gave us what he did. On that day that you will know I just lost my thought. So much you got to explain that. The point was that you can know the one who is true. The only way you can do that is to receive it from the one who is true. And what he gave was that you would have what you need within yourself to receive. So all these people coming to you and telling you that they have messages from God. And I've watched some, and they are teaching wrong things. That in itself, the whole point was that you have it. You do not need a man to teach you. I was tested in every way as these who think they're teachers now. I've had all these experiences that many of them in, how do you say it? I've told you how I was once taken with the godly being. I still don't understand who he was, but I will understand who that was. I realized it wasn't it's not, that's a whole other story though. You know, I don't share things that is not to edify the body, not to glorify our Father. Because my testimony, I'm not here to give my testimony. I've had many things. I've had many, I don't know, supernatural experience, supernatural things that, what you'd call supernatural, I guess. You know, where some of them have had these things happen and they think that they themselves are carrying something that others don't have. They make themselves a teacher as if they're special and that God is speaking to them. He is no more speaking to them than he would to you. It is the Spirit that bears witness with Spirit. It is the Spirit. See, the testimony's already been spoken. The Spirit reminds you of the testimony that has been given to you. One second. So the testimony's been given. He said the Spirit would remind you of all things I have said to you. It is a reminder. That's how the reminder comes to me because I ate the Scripture. And now when like epiphanies come, revelations, whatever, I guess it's a revelation. When the word is revealed to you in truth, it reminds me and it shows me the truth of it. What the Spirit really was saying. But I'm seeing these many. Now, we can all receive. Because those who hold the testimony receive the Spirit. And they are all receiving the same testimony, hearing the same things, speaking the same things. Those who are coming to expound to you the Scripture. Yes, you can learn from those who are expounding the Scripture, not adding and taking away. I see many of them. You know, I've seen a couple that some angel comes and greets him, Son of Man. You know, like he is a special messenger put aside. That's not how it's working. The testimony was given that you have what it needs to receive the Spirit. The Spirit testimony. That only the Spirit is true. I know that as the truth is heard, it will work just as it has with me. Every time the Scripture is revealed to me in truth, that's one falsehood that is no longer hindering me from hearing the truth. And that's how it will work. You know, I mean, my videos might take a while, and there's very few others that I have heard speaking the true testimony without adding but as it will work in those who hear it the same. Those who hear it and receive it, they will begin to understand this same way. When you hear the truth spoken, your mind will receive it, and you will begin to come to understanding. And then, as you come to understand, you too, the falsehood will be put away, and you too will be able to receive. I know what I say is truth because I've waited a long time. I've waited for understanding. I could trust no one. All I've ever trusted in my life was God. And I knew he would not lie to me. And I knew that he would bring this to pass. And he has brought it to pass. Another thing I wanted to say. Maybe I should just stay right on this for this one. That's what we'll do. Let me think for a second. the whole point is to learn to trust God, to trust His Spirit. That you can't trust man, and only when you turn from man and turn to His Spirit and trust Him. See, man has spoken so much falsehood that you don't know that you can trust the Father. You don't know that you can turn to the Father and trust Him. And with a true heart, you know, what I had to go through was an ordeal to get where I am at. But I know that as the truth is heard, others don't have to struggle as much. The Father is working a great work today. And His word will grow. I know there's more I want to say on this. And another one was this one certain really big prophet. It is the Christ that receives, the Christ that was given to you, the Spirit given to you. That's what receives the testimony. But I've seen this certain prophet has all these different messengers coming to him. The point is, we don't need a messenger. You already had the message given to you. And the message was not to trust another man, was to trust God, to trust the Father. That's the message. So as long as you're looking to another man, then you're not getting the message. I know I'll have more to say on that, but when I get so much in me, and you just don't know what to put out. And here's another thing. The way they do it, and it's even written in the book, they speak the truth in lies. They're grounded on things that are not so, but yet they're speaking the truth as if they are the truth. The deceiver don't come to you showing himself a deceiver. He comes to you showing yourself that he is there for you. That he is, that is how the deception happens. They exalt themselves above you. And in the place of God, they teach you. And just them exalting themselves above you. And standing in the place they do, God has so much to say. Thing is, people need to believe what Christ spoke. Believe what Jesus spoke in the name of His Father. Go, and I would prefer you do it from the Greek Bible Hub as I do. But even just go and read and believe the words that He spoke. And if the words He spoke is contrary, you have a conflict, believe that word and think of where the conflict comes from. Why are you having a hard time believing that word? Where's the confusion coming from? The word is true. It is the others, the false understanding, the false teaching that is in conflict. Because it is antichrist. It speaks contrary to what was spoken. It speaks contrary to the testimony of Christ. All those who are of the Father will hear. You need not that any man teach you. You need to turn to the Father with a heart and saying, I don't know. Show me where I'm wrong. Help me to understand. And block out what man has done and let the Father fill you. Let the Father teach you these things. Because that's the only way you can know that it is truth. I struggled many years. I know where everyone's minds is at. They're here and there. I know. It's only when you turn from man and turn to God. Turn to the Father in a true heart, desiring the truth. I guess that's all I'll say on that for now. I'll try to get better at, it is really hard to put things out because there's so much you want to give. May our Father bless you and keep you. Much love to you all. Bye for now.